It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Gordon Hayward is a versatile offensive player, but he said, for me, being aggressive is playing downhill. Usually, if I can get things going to the rim first, it opens up every other part of my game. And he's still able to collapse defenses, finish, and create for teammates. Guys?
David, he is the total package. And they've got one player out of the lineup due to injury.
It's tough enough to win in this league when you're at full strength. Missing a cornerstone player makes it that much harder.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Out in the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Plumlee out there with Washington. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, front court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Harris is out there with Harden. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And this Doris should be a fun one because of the pace these teams play at. It's all about the up-tempo game for them.
Right, transition, fast break, the opportunity to be electric every trip down the floor. I will be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 once tonight.
Now, here's Rozier. Hayward with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Shoots from the line. Hayward can't hit.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Harden draws the double. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Nets. Ball to pass to Plumlee. Stolen by Harden. Count that bucket.
And when he's in the open court, Harden has one thing on his mind: finish.
And Harden with such a high usage rate, Doris, it's incredible how efficient he is.
Guys, his percentages are fantastic for someone who has to take so many difficult shots. He's not at the finishing end of alley-oops, let's remember. This guy is not allowed clear lanes to the bucket. He gets the best defender night by night. This guy has to work for every look he gets.
Rozier finds Washington. And here is Rozier. The pass to Plumlee. Good work defensively by Harden.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Now the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
Shooting two. The free throw drops for Durant.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Hayward. Griffin with the steal. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. For three, Harris. A rebound by Washington. For Charlotte, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. They need this. And the layup is good.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Ball against Harden. Ball surveying the defense. It's blocked, and he recovers it. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. It's Durant with the drive. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
the to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Brown comes in for Blake Griffin. Carter, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Mills in for James Harden. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kelly Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Bouknight, he's checked in for Rozier. And Smith subbed in for Ball. Oubre, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Oubre against Durant. Carter on the wing. The feed to Aldridge. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Bouknight. From outside off the mark. And here are the Nets. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Shoots over Bridges. Durant, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Washington, no one on him, and he makes the easy one.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 7.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Stolen by Carter, and here they come. Over in the corner, Brown takes a 3. It'll count. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And the step back, a shot that's become a staple for the league's top scorers. Case in point, Gordon Hayward among that group, and he doesn't.
I really like the step back move. Being at 6'8", I feel like I can.
One of many moves, Greg, but that probably is his signature move now.
Moves and counter moves. Hayward has a lot in his bag to keep defenders off balance.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
And you know, the other thing they've done really well tonight is stay active defensively. Lots of steals, and that's making a huge difference.
We've got Johnson. Mills out there with Carter. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Bouknight. Here's Washington. Johnson with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Millsap finds Carter. From the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes in your mind those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
Pass to Carter. Now Brown. He tries for 3. A shot, no good. Millsap with the steal. Shoots the 3. And Patrick Mills gets the 3. Mills has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Brooklyn. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Millsap. Harris comes in for Carter. And it's James Harden in for Patty Mills. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee is checked in for P.J. Washington. Gordon Hayward comes in for Oubre. Terry Rozier's checked in for Bouknight. And it's Ball in for Ish Smith. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And stolen by Hayward. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. And the rejection by Harden. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Hayward on the wing, guarded by Harris. Hayward can't hit.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Griffin. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Ball against Harden. Here's Hayward. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. To the paint. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Harden launches it from deep. They get it back. Hornets trail by 14. Over in the corner, Rozier. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Here's Harden. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Bridges misses. Nets leading by 11. Harden finds Brown. Shoots over Ball. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Hayward passes to Bridges. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. High-scoring half, Blake. What broke this game open?
It starts on defense. Our defense did a good job of getting stops, getting rebounds, getting out on the open floor. We got some easy buckets, and then shots start to fall.
Looked good in the first half, Blake. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 11. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. The numbers are too. And I don't see those numbers dropping off. They're going to keep doing the dirty work in the second half.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Hornets in the first half?
Obviously, that was U-G-L-Y. It's ugly. Shooting under 30% from the field, disorganized, chucking up bad shots. Man, I'll tell you, they have to adjust their play, and they got to get better looks.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Kevin Durant really a great game.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Setting the floor for the Hornets. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. P.J. Washington is out there with Plumlee, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Durant, no good. Hornets trail by 11. And here's Hayward. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Ball, the pass to Washington. Hayward looking over the floor. And it's Washington missing. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
And Rozier, here we go. The rebound by Harden.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. Look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Brooklyn leading by 16. Pass to Durant. From 17 feet out, and the jumper is good. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And the Hornets call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
In for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Millsap comes in for Blake Griffin. Carter, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Mills in for James Harden. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kelly Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Book Knight, he's checked in for Terry Rozier. And it's Ish Smith in for Ball. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Passes to KD. .131 left in the third quarter. That one, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Book Knight passes to Washington. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Brown is checked in for Durant. Here's Washington. The pass to Book Knight. He kicks to Smith. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Book Knight. Mills with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 16. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Millsap. Back to Mills for three. He can't get that one.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Oubre. Goes back up. Bridges shot. Good.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Millsap. The Hornets pull it in. Here's Bouknight. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Carter. And it's blocked.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
7 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mills, and the Nets miss again. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got and 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Hornets trail by 14. Harden out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the Nets 5. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Harden the pass to Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bridges. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Just good at drawing fouls. Bridges plays well in traffic and through the contact.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And that one falls for Bridges.
I'll tell you, Bridges, you see the athleticism, the improving skill set, and the instincts are coming along.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hayward's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Brooklyn leading by 11. And here's Harden for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Ball finds Hayward. Over Harris. Rebound, Brooklyn. They led by as many as 18 points. Now here's Brown. Pass to Harden. Over Rozier. Harden can't hit. Hornets trail by 14. Now Hayward. No good. Harris with it. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Harden outside. Here's the drive. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
first team.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Harden no good on the free throw. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Plumlee trying to break loose. Bridges shot good.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridge is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Rozier against Durant. Harden bounce pass. Here's Claxton. Plumlee with some nice D. Hornets trail by 14. 1:12 left here in the fourth quarter.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Rozier against Durant. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. A nice shot by Katie.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Ball from long range. And here is Harris. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much with Blake Griffin. Now, Blake, you guys look very strong tonight. What do you think this team's potential is this season?
I think the sky's the limit. And everybody believes, everybody buys in, everybody fights every night. So I think the sky's the limit. But at the same time, not getting too high, not getting too low. Making sure we come out and execute our game plan every night.
You are just a mass of cliches, aren't you? Congrats, Blake. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.